Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Nerdy Ned podcast. Today we have a very special topic that I am very passionate about. I have the statistics to back up all my claims and the experience. It's about how school, the process of education in our society, is just way too easy. Okay? Alright, and I think most of you will agree with me by the time we are done, if you don't agree with me already. Now, I have a PhD. I am 14 years old. I got my PhD 3 years ago. My PhD in chemistry. I am a professional chemist at the moment, alongside with this podcast thing that I do on the side. I'm working to get more PhDs. However, I haven't chosen the one that I am about to get next. This chemistry thing really does take up quite a bit of time. But that's not the point. The point is, I have experience, and I can tell you firsthand that school is just a joke in terms of difficulty. And I have the claims to back it up. Now, in second grade, that was my last year of elementary school, we had not even learned a single element on the periodic table. Can you believe? That's just Discord. I don't know if you heard that, but my Discord went off. Probably just my fellow chemists. Anyway, can you believe it? Not a single element on the periodic table by second grade. And, I was, at the time, on my own, I was working my way through learning every element. But most kids in my class could not tell me the atomic number of helium. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? And pi, we barely learned pi. We only learned 3.14, which is practically useless in most equations. Let me tell you, by the time you're in second grade, you should at least know 3.141592655358, at the very least. But it gets even worse, folks. So after second grade, they moved me up all the way to seventh grade, middle school, yeah? And in middle school, we were learning writing techniques, and let me tell you, it was terrible. They were having us read, they weren't even having us read Shakespeare, actually. Actually, no, that was in college. I got seventh grade confused with college. That should show how easy they are. But no, in seventh grade, we were reading single page articles in seventh grade. I mean, that's just ridiculous, folks. I don't know how people can even think they're smart. The IQ tests are crazy. These people who barely know anything because of how little school teaches them are getting like 215 on their IQ tests. Well, I mean, I would get 300, but it only goes to 250. But I would get 300, rest assured, if there was a 300. But, these people, school is not preparing them for what they really need, okay? They don't know any digits of pi other than 3.14, maybe 1592, but that school doesn't teach them that. That's just, like, common sense. Who doesn't know 3.141592? At the very least. At the very least. By second grade, you should know even more than that, as I stated before, but, whatever. Just our base knowledge for the human society is so low. It's so low. And that's how we get these people who want to be YouTubers for a living and like do entertainment instead of working in the field of science or math or something that actually uses the brain. Okay? And that's all I'll talk about on the topic for now. Hopefully you agree with me. School is way too easy. I think most of my fellow chemists would back me up. If I had Nerdy Ted here, or Nerdy Jed, Nerdy Ed, they'd agree with me too. But it's just me today. And if you're going to take one thing away from this podcast, It's that school doesn't teach you enough, and you should go home and memorize every digit of pi after school today, because that's what you need to know, and that's what the school system is not teaching you. Okay, moving on to our next topic, gamer oppression.